already time to start thinking about back to school shopping. How? As the back to school season approaches, families are faced with the burden of shopping for supplies with persistent inflation. Pencils, notebooks, clothes, backpacks, costs can add up quickly, so staying within a budget, that's critical, right? With the sales tax holiday coming up this just over a week, we have local financial professional Mark Triplett from Triplett-Westendorf Financial Group here to just help everybody stay on track. What can parents expect to spend this year, Mark?
Well, inflation is kind of tapering off, which is great news, but things still cost more than last year. So folks can expect to spend more on back to school shopping than they did a year ago. That has a lot of families starting early. In fact, I came across one recent survey that indicated about 25% of families had already started shopping at the beginning of summer. And like you mentioned, everything adds up, whether it's backpacks and lunch boxes or just school supplies, back to school clothes, all of that can really eat into a family's budget. So it's really important to start early and make sure that you don't overdo it. You want to send your kids off to school prepared, but you don't want to do it in a way that puts your family behind.
Totally. And in Iowa, are there specific ways to save here in the Hawkeye State?
Absolutely. We got our sales tax holiday coming up Friday, August 4th through the entire day on Saturday, August 5th. Unfortunately, my family's going to be in Colorado on a trip, so I'm going to miss out on that, which is kind of a bummer. But the families that can get out and get some school shopping done, if you're buying items that are less than $100 a piece, you can avoid paying the Iowa sales tax on those items.
And okay, so yeah, you are going to miss that out. Colorado's not cheap either, so good luck on shopping out there. But how can families save money while they shop? I am somebody, I take pride in going to that sale rack, you know, I mean, tips and tricks.
Sure. Well, first of all, when we're talking about back to school shopping, I would say number one, create a spending plan or budget, if you want to call it that. That's a great way to set yourself up for success. And also then reuse and repurpose supplies from last year. Take inventory of what you have left over from last year, compare that to the school supply list that your school district puts out. I can tell you my son has a lot of stuff left over, nice backpack from last year, pencil sharpeners, erasers he never touched, things like that we can check off the list. And then buy extra of items that maybe you're going to need in the future, or if you have multiple kids. A lot of school supply lists will include things like tissues for a classroom, and if you have multiple kids in multiple classrooms, you can buy in bulk and kind of spread those out. And last, look for discounts, whether it's coupons or rewards for, a lot of companies will have loyalty programs for customers, repeat customers. Take advantage of those things as well.
I think couponing is definitely, it's a lot more digital these days, so there's a deal everywhere. You just gotta look, keep your eye out for it. So as we are heading into fall, what else should families keep in mind to just stay on track with their finances, anticipating, a tight budget?
Well, getting back to school shopping and creating a spending plan for your school shopping really should be a reminder to have a spending plan for your lifestyle as well. And if you don't have one, or you haven't updated your spending plan for your household in a while, you can go to our website at triplett-westendorf.com underneath the planning tools and download a spending plan. Actually create a cash flow for what's coming into your household versus what's going out of your household, and get your arms around your personal finances so that you can get ahead.
It's, good life advice. I mean, it's better for the environment, and it also teaches kids to, use what they have and don't just keep overspending. Thank you, Mark, so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Good tips there.